Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about what is market and how many types of the markets are there. Mainly today's topic is monopoly market. First, you can take the market. Market is a place where goods and services are offered for sale, where transfer of ownership occurs, where buyers and sellers are meet. That means in a one place, buyers and sellers will meet, transfer of ownership will occur, exchange of goods and services might be happen. So wherever these three things will be exist, that place usually called as the market. Market can be divided into different types on the basis of the different aspects. Here, our main content is on the basis of the competition. Market can be classified into two types. One is perfect competition and another one is imperfect competition. Perfect competition we will leave now. You can take the imperfect competition. Imperfect competition can be further divided into monopoly market, monopolistic market, oligopoly market, monopoly market, etc. So here today's our main content is discussing about the monopoly market. As we all know, in the sense, mono means single, poly means selling. That means in which market single seller exists, then we can say that particular market is belongs to the monopoly market. If we want to determine whether the particular market is belongs to the monopoly market or not, in the sense we need to see some other characteristics or features of the monopoly market. Whenever all features satisfied, then only we can say this particular market is belongs to the monopoly market. Now look at here. Monopoly market features in the sense single person or firm. You need to understand here, in the monopoly market area only one seller is there, or otherwise one firm is there. Firm means company, right? Mainly that means monopoly market area only single seller or single person or single firm will be exist. So more than one firm is there, that is not a monopoly market. No close substitutes. You need to understand here. No close substitute. That means if we this product is not available, we can adjust with another product. Likewise, there is no any substitute products like tea and coffee. Only one product should be there. That is only option for the customer. Likewise, monopoly market situations will be exist. Next, large number of buyers. Large number of buyers in this sense not necessary to explain it. It is common in a feature in the perfect competition, monopoly market, monopolistic market, and oligopoly market area also. So price maker. So as a single seller is there, he is a price maker. He can fix the price. He can alter the price. So we can say that monopoly person, that means monopolist is a person who can fix the price and alter the supply and price. Supply and price means monopoly person is a only one person who is producing the products. So automatically he is a price maker. He is only one person who exists in the market. It indicates that based on his supply, he can alter the price, right? So that's why always total control of the market will be exist with the monopolist market. Next to that, last one, downward sloping demand curve will be there. Downward sloping demand curve means like demand formula. Whenever the price of the product increases, demand decreases. Like similarly, whenever price of the product decreases, demand increases. So same formula here also will be applicable. That's why, that means here average revenue and marginal revenue curves always slopes down from left to the right.
Start.
Next, price output determination, or otherwise equilibrium of a firm under monopoly market. Initially, we should know what is the meaning of the equilibrium. Equilibrium of a firm, in the sense, we should remember that when the organization attains maximum point, that production, or that means that output is nothing but the equilibrium output, right? When organization gets the maximum profit, that output is the belongs to the equilibrium output. So at that output is the maximum cost. That means even though if you increase the production, the profits will get decreased. Even though if you decrease the production, the profit will decrease. So after equilibrium and before equilibrium, profits will decrease, won't increase. That is the position of the equilibrium. So generally all the companies want to meet the equilibrium position. So how the companies will meet the equilibrium position, in the sense, there are two conditions here. Those are, here marginal cost is equals to marginal revenue, right? First one, marginal cost is equals to marginal revenue, and also it should be satisfied average cost is equals to average revenue. Where both the conditions are satisfied, then we can say that the particular market is that belongs to the equilibrium position. Marginal cost is equals to marginal revenue, average cost is equals to average revenue. Now we are going to discuss about price output determination diagrams. So here, right, so these are the charts which represent the price output determination under monopoly market. This is the chart which shows the profit. This is the chart which shows the loss. These all the things are based on these two conditions only. They are marginal cost is equals to marginal revenue, average cost is equals to average revenue. Look at here, this is the OX axis and this is the OY axis. OX axis represent the output and OY axis represent the revenue and the cost. This is the curve average revenue. This is the curve belongs to the marginal revenue. So both the average revenue curve and marginal revenue curves are sloping down from left to the right. So here first we can see here marginal cost is equals to marginal revenue. So here this is the marginal cost curve and this is the marginal revenue curve. So here, though that means we need to understand this. Here this one is the average cost curve. So here, right, on the basis of this particular chart, now we are going to see the how the profit will be there. Generally profit is equals to price minus cost. So here price, in the sense, this one represents average revenue, can represent the price. That means first we see the price is equals to either OP or either MQ. Next to that, here cost in the sense either OS or MR. Cost is equals to OS or MR. This is the price and this is the cost. You need to understand here, this is the average cost, this is the average revenue. So here average cost in the sense this is the cost and this price minus things. This means QR. Here profit is equals to either QR displays or PS. Now total profit is equals to output into one product profit. That means here output in the sense OM, either OM we can take or SR we can take or PQ we can take, all they represent similar value into profit. Profit is equals to either QR or PS. So now total profit represent this highlighted symbol, that means that is P, Q or S. So here generally in the monopoly market area single seller is there, and that's why the profits and the price and all the controls will be available here. In the short run area generally you used to get abnormal or supernormal profits, but due to weak demand and some other unexpected situations he may get the loss in the short run area, but that might be available only for few days. Later this particular thing will recover and he will turn up into the another profit level. Now we will see the how the loss situations will be occur in the monopoly market. You need to look at here, rest of the things are okay. Here you need to understand this is the marginal cost, this is the average revenue, this is the marginal revenue, this is the marginal cost, this is the average cost. Here mainly you need to understand the average cost. You need to remember what is the meaning of this. S represent the short term. Here we are mentioning this one, no, that's why for variation purpose we have added additionally SS. That means short term average cost, short term marginal cost. So here actual revenue, this one, actual cost, this one. So cost is more than the revenue price, automatically we will get the loss. Same thing we can write here also. So here loss is equals to cost minus price. So here cost in the sense you need to take either MB or OC. MB or OC. Next here price you need to take price in the sense this is the things MA or OP will be there. So here loss per one product is equals to either BA or PC. That means cost minus price, that is the either BA or PC. Next here total loss is equals to output into loss of single product, that is equals to output here either OM or PA or CB, all are similar things, into here loss in the sense what is that, either BA or PC, either B or PC. Now we can see the highlighted area, that is the loss, that is the A B, C, P. This is the loss zone. Here what you need to understand the difference between these two things in the sense in the profit diagram area, but that means the average revenue is more than the average cost. In the loss diagram area, average cost is more than the average. So you need to understand that a loss won't be occur such a longer period in the monopoly market because single seller is there. He can manage the supply as well as even price also. So he is a price maker as well as sub producer. That's why we can see these situations. Always he will be there in the profitability situation. But he can't control the demand because if the price of the product is very increasing, keep on automatically we can people used to be by very less. So what you need to understand in the sense you can take the example for the monopoly market, that is the electricity department. So electricity department in the sense there is no substitute, that means a close substitute for the that particular product. So there are some other alternatives. Those may be wind or otherwise those may be solar systems are using, but those are not properly, that means competing with the electricity department. So no close substitute is there, only one seller is there. So automatically the people can have the right to fix the price, can have the right to produce the production, to control over this. So here demand always sloping down from left to right. We have already told how this one is fit to this particular area in the sense if the unit charges are keep on increasing, customers are unable to utilize much level because of that higher prices. Automatically they will try to control the consumption. So it indicates that price increases, consumption of the customer will get decreased. Automatically the demand curve is to be sloping down from the left to right. So this is about the overview of the monopoly market. Thank you.